Therapist with over 3,000 hours of experience tells you why therapy doesn't work. In my experience, therapy that doesn't necessarily work is due to a lack of authenticity, and that is often due to a therapist and client not seeing eye to eye, which happens way more than you'd think, and it's perfectly natural. It's really common, and it's just a consequence of human dynamics, which is that we all have different values, we all have different ways of understanding the world and navigating our experiences. We all have different ways of reacting, and sometimes you'll feel a gap between yourself and your practitioner, or you and a therapist, in terms of those different aspects, and that may mean that you feel less comfortable being authentic, and then that complicates things further because we're not being authentic. It's hard to get the input for the problem because we don't feel comfortable enough to be authentic about the problem, because we don't feel understood and we don't feel heard and seen by the practitioner. So when therapy hasn't particularly gone too successfully, it's often because I think people have persisted perhaps too long with a therapist where they don't actually see all that eye to eye with that practitioner. And again, I guess the takeaway there would be, don't be scared of changing therapists. Don't be scared of having that conversation and requesting to change therapist. It happens a lot. It's nobody's fault, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean there's anything necessarily wrong with a therapist. It's just often different worldviews, different values, different personalities, different ways of seeing things, and when these collide, it can prevent collaboration and it can prevent authenticity, and then we can't really get to the bottom of anything. Also, there can be difficulties with the type of therapy. There can be difficulties with the number of therapy sessions allowed. How long do people have to work together can also be a key factor. But yeah, I think mainly it's that relationship side of things, and authenticity is intermingled with that relational side of things.